This is the new Hyundai Grand i10, and if it looks like last year's model, well, you wouldn't be wrong. You see, Hyundai haven't really changed the vehicle entirely, they've just updated it somewhat. They've introduced a 1-litre 3-cylinder model as their entry level, and they've changed the top of the range model, the one we're driving here, to the Glide. With Hyundai having done away with the regular i10, the Grand i10 is now the smallest offering that they have. But it's really not that small. It's actually quite spacious in here. It's quite a sizable vehicle. At no point in time have I ever felt claustrophobic or cramped in here. Rear legroom is generous, and the boot is a very respectable 256 litres, and that can change to 1,202 litres when you fold the rear seats down. There's also loads of storage space up front. Underneath the infotainment and the climate controls here, there's this handy little tray. It's great for putting keys and cell phones and the likes. We've got 2 cup holders down here, one's occupied by an ashtray now, and the door bins are actually quite generous, and they can take a full-size water bottle. There's also a handy little tray underneath the passenger seat. In fact, this center console over here has more than just the cup holders in it. There's all kinds of trays and openings for you to store stuff. Very, very handy. One of the changes for the 2018 year was the introduction of this top-of-the-range Glide model. It comes with this lovely touchscreen infotainment system. It takes USB and SD card. But if you purchase the navigation SD card from Hyundai, you will get navigation with it. This unit also has Bluetooth, and you can control all of these audio controls from this lovely leather-bound multifunction steering wheel. All the controls are here right at your fingertips. The Hyundai Grand i10 has always been a budget-friendly model, so you can't expect top-notch luxuries in the interior. As such, some of the plastics are relatively plasticky and hard-wearing, especially some of these trimming panels. But then you get those that you interact with, that have this lovely soft touch feel, and that's really not bad. This Glide model actually has half leather seats, with a nice hard-wearing cloth center section. But the nicest bit is the way it drives. This Glide is powered by a 1.25-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, making 64 kilowatts and 120 newton meters. And that's combined with this slick shifting 5-speed manual gearbox. And it really is slick shifting. It is so easy to change gears. The shift is easy, the clutch is easy. Even the steering's nice and light. I think that even the most inexperienced driver will soon feel right at home behind the wheel here. The ride is a little firm though, and these seats are probably not going to be your best friends after a long journey. But if you are using it to run the kids to school, or dart to and from work, off to the shops, the urban environment, I think this is going to hold up just fine. Fuel consumption comes in at a claimed 5.9 litres per 100, and while we know these numbers can sometimes be a little bit off, I'm pleased to report that I'm getting mid-6s, and that's with me putting this car through its paces. It's pretty safe too. This one has got 2 airbags, ABS and EBD. There's a high 3rd level brake light, adjustable seat belts, and on these Glide models you get LED daytime running lights up front. Make sure that you're seen. So what's not to like about the Hyundai Grand i10? Well, firstly, the power delivery. There's a little bit of a hole in the power delivery, a little area in the rev range where it just feels a little lethargic, a little bit of a flat spot. But if you're tootling around town and that, and you're not overtaking on the highway, this isn't really going to present itself too much. Okay, and there's no stability control. But aside from that, there really isn't much not to like. It looks good, it drives well, and it's priced competitively. At 202,900 Rand, this came in at about 50,000 Rand less than I was expecting, especially with this sort of quality and equipment level. Then it's also backed by a 5-year 120,000 kilometer warranty on the body and a 7-year 200,000 kilometer warranty on the drivetrain. It's the engine and the gearbox. It's also got a 2-year 30,000 kilometer service plan. So a little bit of peace of mind thrown in to what is a very enjoyable, pleasant package.